Hey everybody, welcome back to Elden Ring. It has been over 2 weeks since I played, um, and I don't really remember what's going on. I know I'm in Faramazula. Um, okay. I know, if I remember correctly, up top there, we had already passed through there, but up top on that section, I'm pretty sure I saw Alexander, because we've been through all the lower section. So let's just get into it. Also, I want to get a faster weapon. Obviously, I love the Darkmoon Greatsword. Um, but I'd really like to get a fast one-handed weapon. Something that I can use just like, especially for America, since I know I'm going to have to do that soon. I don't know if I even want to do Moonveil or if I'd rather do another weapon from my stash. Let's take a look quick. I'm very out of practice. We'll put some of this stuff away. Those we'll hold on to. So we do have the crystal sword. Let's compare damages. This is a ton of physical. D strength, E dex. This one's DDD across the board. This one's DDE. This one has the best scaling, but it also has the worst flats. Or, no, actually, it's pretty similar to the crystal sword. What does Carrion Grander do? Transform blade into a magical greatsword and swing it down can be charged to increase its power up to 2 levels. Sword of Saint Trina. Oh, that's the sleep build-up one. Sword of Night and Flame got nerfed incredibly hard. Now, I do still have my longsword plus 20. I could use this along with... I mean, I could just upgrade it to plus 25, and I could use it with, like, a spell buff. Let's take a look. This is going to have the standard longsword moveset. Almost. Yeah. I wonder if we have blocking frames when doing that. So it looks like we have blocking frames. And then we have the crystal sword. That one has the thrust like the longsword. So this is the same move set as the longsword. The Carrion Knight Sword has a slightly different one. It only has slashes, so there's no thrust. Kind of like this sword, though. This one has, like I said, lower on the base damages, but it has the best scaling. Let's go upgrade it. Like I said, I love the Darkmoon Greatsword. Is everything always on fire like this? There's like embers everywhere. That's definitely new. She's just gone. Okay, maybe this is because we went to Faramazula?
I knew you'd be back. They had you out.
Oh.
Yes, my masterpiece to slay a god. That's all I've lived for. And my promise to Queen Marika. But do me a favor and do look after the girl. I can't hold on much longer. I'm going the way of the round table. It was a great honor to smith your weapons during my time here. Allow me to call you this just once before it ends, my lord. For that is what you are.
Yeah, looks like pretty good damage. It is a somber weapon. So we're dealing way more magical damage, actually, with the Moonlight Greatsword. But we deal significantly less damage. So it's more physical damage slightly and like way less magic damage. But it is also way faster. Let's look around here for NPCs. Is this open yet? Still not open. Okay. Let's look downstairs then.
In this ash, it reminds me of my...
Keep looking for her. The Chiku upgrades ashes. Oop. Okay. Oh, she's out here.
Take a look around. The round table hold is burned, razed to the ground. Don't worry. I don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the round table behind him.
Oh, Smith, now. Weren't you listening? As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god, to slay them. And as long as you do, I will always smith your weapons. It is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
I see. Oh, is that right? So Master Hugh won't listen to you either. You have my thanks regardless. I'll try and talk him round next time. I know he was given this great entreaty to craft a weapon which could slay a god. Though I can't help but think of it as a curse, a fearsome curse, put on him by Queen Marika, and And if that's the case, I'm not sure there's anything we can do. I see.
Just to make sure.
Oh, Smithla. I've upset the girl. She says that now my chains are broken, I'm free. That if I stay here, I will be ruined with the Round Table. What use have I for freedom now? I smith weapons to slay a god. I have lived and will die doing so upon this spot. Is there any other way?
I see.
One last time.
I see.
Just to make sure everything's good.
Oh, Smithla.
Okay. Now, Dan has already finished the game, and he's told me a couple things. There's some stuff I want to check out as well.
You burned the Earth Tree, didn't you? Then the Round Table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The Round Table hold served to put a tarnish upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Earth Tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the Round Table must go as well. I'll stay at the Round Table for a time. I must learn all that can be taken from this place and sear it into my memory. How could I call myself the All-Knowing if I did any less? The pursuit of knowledge is without end, for knowledge is never a thing complete. Thus, I maintain the mantle of All-Knowing. Perhaps the same could be said of guidance. Who's to say whether we'll remain who we are once the fight is finished? What do you think? As one who aspires to become Elden Lord. There are 4 more. Nicola, his twin, Luna Prince, and Rani has said so here. If you should learn, I'll trade you. We both do. As such. I'd expect it. But I suppose. The information you've shared is of great value. A secret right. You are a true fellow.
Oh, okay. Black Flame's protection. I guess we gave him information on the Halig tree? Or was that about Mikola in Moog's castle? Physical damage negation. Sacred flasks and other such forms of HP restoration are impaired. Okay. So it gives you a physical damage negation, but stops you from being able to heal with your flask or spells. What about the Dung Eater? Nope. Do we have any new bells? We do. So we can purchase all the way up to Smithing Stone 8s, and Somber Smithing Stone 8s, Grave Glovewort, and Ghost Glovewort up to 9. They don't have 9s or greats for the Smithing Stones, but...
You've done it, I see. What use do you have for me now? I am a finger reader. I will remain here until their dialogue ends and the fingers speak again. Do as you please. Take whatever course seems most worthy to you. Now you may go.
So it sounds like we did burn the Halig tree with the flame from the giants and not the flame of frenzy.
You'd force this tired old crone to work, even now. Harder taskmaster have I never met.
Giant's red braid is a whip. Hefty whip woven from the flame red hair of a fire giant. Every giant is red of hair, and Ratagan was said to have despised his own red locks. Perhaps that was a curse of their kind. Ratagan was a giant. Okay, that's news. That's something new we're learning about him. Imbue the red braid with the giant's flame and lash out in a wide range with a series of agile swings. Burno flame. That's looks like flame pillars. Grab the incantation for now.
Do what you
The Halig tree burned. I'm curious if we go to the Elden Throne and look up at it. Is it like burned? I haven't been to the normal map since we went to Farum Azula. And I still have to go. What did I call it? The Halig tree? The Erd tree. Yeah, it's on fire. Obviously, I'm not going to go in. Not yet. But I want to go take a look. So. Millicent is there. I don't know which of these. Drainage channel. Halig tree roots? Don't know which of these is closest to Melania's boss room. Dragon Temple lift. So this is the lift that gave us the grace after the Godskin duo? Is that right? If I go down here, does this go to the Godskin duo boss room? Oh. We needed stone sword keys to get through here. Okay. That was something. There's a lot of them. No torrent here. Can't open that. Never been able to open those doors. But gotta check just to be safe. I feel like I should probably put on the Crimson Dagger. I'd be healing a lot against these enemies as they're really easy to backstab. Could have summoned an Ash here. Obviously don't need the golden seed, but I'll take a rune arc. Overshot it. It is. Oh my god, it's blocking frames. That's insane. That's actually so cool. Holy shit. That's so good. I love that. It looked like it was. That's so cool that it is, though. Can't summon Ash of War here. Can over here, though. Okay, we're good. I don't see him down there, so it looked like he just despawned instead. Try ranged battle. Yeah, that's definitely Alexander over there, which is what I wanted to check out.
I see you finally made it here yourself. The city hanging in the air is slowly crumbling. What an incredible place we find ourselves. But that aside, I can't believe you felled that giant. It was practically a god. I doubt there's another soul out there who could have done the same. Of course, I count myself, the great Alexander, among the many. Which means I've but one thing to ask of you. Would you kindly undertake my ordeal? Come and tell me when you're ready. I've been longing to fight a warrior as accomplished as you.
Oh no.
You are ready then, I take it? Then let us begin. I am the great Jar Warrior, Iron Fist Alexander. Lend me strength, O warriors within. Let us become one champion together.
Sorry.
As I suspected, victory was impossible. This vessel was found lacking. My thanks. I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you, take what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
Oh. Oh. Not Alexander. He gave us a talisman. Greatly boosts the attack power of skills. Scraps of stewed flesh cling to the shard, and tatters of ornaments can be seen mingled within the slime. Relics of a red-haired champion, it would seem. And he gave us a key item as well. Keepsake of the warrior jar Alexander, found at the core of the dead flesh that once filled the great jar. The jars contain dregs inherited from those who came before. Thus our warriors passed from jar to jar, carrying dreams of greatness. Wonder if we can take that to the jar village and maybe do something with it. I believe we've already done that. All the lower areas we've explored. I think we've already been here. I guess not, if there's an item, though. We've been below here. Yeah, there's that grace. Hmm. Okay, looks like that was all just for the cookbook then. That might have been everything here. Because there was the dragon, and then it was all dead ends. This was an optional area. It had stone sword keys to get here. They do have some XP for a level up. I'm gonna go 20/20 Strength X, like I said. I'm gonna stick with this for now. I'm gonna use the straight sword when it comes to like America, and I've been thinking I might even do like a tower shield. We went up these stairs. We didn't do that into wherever that is, I don't think. No, I don't think we've been into there at all. Let's just keep exploring a little bit. Because that was where we came from. Then we came up these stairs. So... Right. Right. Okay. That's a Crucible Knight. Really? I'm sorry, what? I don't know how to dodge that breathing attack. He tracks you. We're trying to get to this bridge so we can get into this inner sanctum area. Does kind of look like there should be a ladder there. A lot of enemies here that I can't backstab. So let's put this on for extra physical defense. Looks like we have a shortcut. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't like that. A lot of dragons. Really hope I can summon for this. Well, nice. That replaces the one that I just used to upgrade the Carrion Knight straight sword. Yeah, there is an edge down there. I'll make sure there isn't a checkpoint for us over this way, though. Well, we will come back here in a moment. Man, we're really far back. There's a lot of birds, but I think I can skip through a lot of them. Okay. I'm gonna go take a little break, but we're back. Suppose it was no time at all for you guys. Definitely the easy way to take care of this. I won't bother going up top. That was the wrong spell. There we go. No, yeah, there he is. Nice. That allows to buy 9s. I'm pretty sure. I know there is the drop-off, but I'm hoping that there will be a checkpoint I can hit somewhere first. There we go. Okay. I will not rest at it, though. I'm going to go back and take that ledge drop off, see where it takes me. The no footstep sounds is still super weird with the armor. Oh. Bird ahead with a prompt to lie down. Sure, what can go wrong? I wonder if this will be the Storm King. Stuff is unbreaking. Oh yeah, this is a boss room. That's a big Dargon. That's a big two-headed Dargon. No horse. It wasn't reaching. That's all my heals. Okay. I will have to kill things along the way. I'm gonna see how feasible just running is. Well, it aggroed the caster. In that case, I will backstab and then run. Probably. Also, I think Pearl Drake Talisman will be the way to go here. Just a solid pillar. I want to make sure I haven't seen the bottom of this. Okay. And we'll run. Let's see if I can get close enough and actually do a Comet Azure this time as well. The boss fight as a whole seems very similar to like an ulcerated tree spirit. We gotta get nice and close and then try and hit it with a Combat Azure. Okay. Now he's doing his thing. Okay, Madeir beams. I rolled too early. Nice. Cool boss. Remembrance of the Dragon Lord. Dang. That was a cool fight. think that's right. Nope. Oh, this is the Godskin duo. Is it this one? Beside the Great Bridge. This will be it. I guess, yeah, where our runes are, huh? It's a body with 0 runes, but this will be the bridge then? This is a summoning pool. And I'm not worried about 280,000 souls. Okay, yeah, here's the bridge. There's that guy on the bridge. Let's go down here first. Unfortunately, I've been spoiled. I'm pretty sure I know who the boss of this area is. That's what I get for playing it slowly. Getting here way later than most of my friends and everyone else on the internet. This will be the shortcut that we saw a while ago, I think. There's a place I can hop off early. Maybe not. Maybe this is a totally different area. Drake Knight. Hello. Black iron helm worn by Drake Knights features the spoils of a dragon catch. Features the spoils of a dragon. Oh, it features the spoils of a dragon catch as an emblem of pride as both dragon hunter and partaker of communion. So they ate communion. They drank the blood of the dragon then? From birth, Drake Knights speak not a word. They spend their lives pursuing the strength of dragons for its sublime beauty and inspiration of awe. We know what armor I'm going to wear when I do my full dragon build, then. Let's take a look at this armor. Bro. That's cool. Yeah, this will be the armor that I wear when I do the full Drake armor, or full dragon playthrough. For sure. I love the wings as a cape. That's pretty sick. I'm gonna keep wearing the black knife stuff for now, but cool armor. Yep. Because I plan on doing an incantation build. Ah, this is where the shortcut was then. Yeah. Okay. Was that then? No, there was one more thing that I could drop down on the other side. Let's check that out. Then I'll go up towards the boss. We're still yet to see a mimic as well. Yeah. Oh, it's Bernal. Blasphemous Claw. Devourer's Scepter. Beast Champion outfits. Yeah. Deflects the power of the Black Blade. A slab of rock engraved with traces of the Rune of Death can deflect the power of the Black Blade. On the night of the dire plot, Ronnie rewarded Praetor Rykard with these traces. Should the coming trespass one day transpire, they would serve as a last resort foil, allowing Rykard to challenge Malekith the Black Blade, the black beast of destined death. So is this the necklace, the pendant from Dark Souls 1? Yeah, it is. Okay. So Malekith the Black Blade, I know, is the boss. Old Lord's Talisman. Extends spell effect duration. About damn time. Been looking for that one. Lingering Dragon Crest. Okay. Let's level up quick, we might as well, we have enough. That's a tree sentinel? Malformed dragon set. Then this will be Malekith. Yeah. Look carefully, dog. Try Scarlet Rot. Okay, let's go rest. Hopefully that guy doesn't come back. Then, you guys, this will just be a second, but I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Well...
So, funny that you're doing Malekith right now, because I am running a Malekith build.
Ooh, okay. By the way, everyone, Dan's here again. I have finished dinner. I found... So the next build I plan on doing is going to be my dragon build. I really want to do a dragon build. And I found dragon armor.
Oh, yeah, in Faramazula, like here?
Yeah.
At the extra part? Oh, that armor is so good. It's so nice.
I'm not big on the helmet, but the chest piece looks so good.
Right, with the wings. Oh, bro.
So what I'm probably going to do is use the Bleed Katana. And once I go into New Game Plus, I'll probably grab my second Radavia and maybe do double Radavia.
Which one's Radavia?
That's the Bleed Dagger, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'm doing that build on
those.
new character, and it's kind of ass.
What, the Radavia?
Yeah, especially on enemies that don't bleed, they don't do any fucking damage.
Yeah, so the Radavia, the dual wielding them, that's going to be for PvP.
Oh, okay.
And the Katana
PvP
will
is
just be...
hard, though.
Yeah.
I've tried PvPing with them too, because they're so short range.
Well, the blades that you shoot out are the main thing for PvP.
Yeah, true.
Also,
my side is down.
Okay. I have to use Finger Jam for the first time in a while.
Bingy. Also, I'm doing like a strength faith build, so I have lots of the buffs, and then I just go and go smack.
Okay. Do you have a password on?
Yeah, fatal.
Did you put it by the Grace or by the boss door?
The Grace.
Okay.
The one under the bridge.
Yeah. I'm coming. I was at the boss door, that's all.
So, this is my first melee run through. I couldn't really say run through, I guess. So, the only things I have on the map are the Graces going from where you start up through Liurnia in the church, oh my god, Rea Lucaria, and then up like the lift through where the magma worm is, right to the capital, and the snow area. That's it. I have not done anything else on this run. I like speed ran it. Apparently, so in New Game Plus, you keep all your map in locations and everything, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But
can you
don't
teleport?
Graces, obviously.
Ah, okay,
No.
okay.
You can see everything, but you can't go to it unless you go and get it again.
Yep.
Which
that
is
makes
really
sense.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
But,
good with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
So yeah,
rested at the
password's
Grace.
Fiddle. Fiddle.
Yeah. Did you put it right at the Grace or by the summoning pool outside?
Right at the Grace. Oops.
I did upgrade a Carrion Knight Sword to +10 as well.
Okay.
So that I have a fast weapon.
Do you want me to put it by the summoning pool?
It's not showing up here.
What level are you? Not that it doesn't matter.
Maybe my game went offline?
No, I don't know. If it did, you might not be able to use the fingered remedies. Because NPC summons, I don't think you need them for it.
No,
I
think I'm online. Yeah, there's bloodstains. I'm online.
Have you done the dragon boss of this area?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was cool.
He's a really cool boss. So one of my friends who plays compared his difficulty to the what the hell is his name? The Forgotten King, the Nameless King. And I was really scared to do him at first.
What a joke!
And then I fought him, and I'm like, not quite.
I got him on my second
Nameless
attempt.
King.
It was not bad at all.
I did it on my first try. The Nameless King is probably one of the hardest soul bosses I've ever fought, aside from
really
when I didn't know how to do him. But so, this was not.
The Stormlord, I think is like super easy for Nameless King, and then the actual fight of Nameless King himself is like he's more difficult, but not that difficult. I think. I still can't see your sign.
That's weird. I'll put it up by the
boss door.
No. The how's this thing called?
The summoning pool.
Oh, I just activated the summoning pool. Maybe that'll help. I doubt it does anything, but
I'm not sure.
The password is at fiddle, right?
Yep. There it is. I see it.
Okay.
For whatever reason, in the Grace, I guess by the Grace room, it might have been considering the dragon, since you have to go to the Grace and go down to go to him.
Maybe.
So maybe I had to wait until you got out to here before it would actually count. Yeah, I'm still doing the sorcery build right now, and I'm gonna do Melania as a sorcery build as well.
Good
Probably
luck.
finish this playthrough as a sorcery build.
And then switch.
Yeah, Melania, I'm gonna do a Carrion Knight Sword, and I'm probably gonna grab a shield with Barricade Shield on it.
Oh, hold on. None of this crap. No.
Is that Malekith's sword?
Maybe.
Nice. Oh,
and it might be his armor.
I do have this, by the way.
I don't know what that does. I tried using it during his fight, but it didn't do shit. So
it's like the silver pendant for Manus. So
yeah, but when he shoots his things at me, like when he shoots his beams out of his sword, I tried using it. It didn't do anything. So I don't know. Also, when we get to the door, don't just run in, because I have like 9 buffs I'm gonna do.
Yep.
I should have brought.
I have perfume for us as well.
Okay.
I'll do it last because it has the shortest duration. Isn't that the one that stops you from being able to heal?
No, it gives me physical. A boost to physical.
Yeah, on that spell it says that. On that spell it says that it stops you from being able to use your.
Definitely does not, because I can still use it.
Maybe it's a different version of it. I don't see it on you anymore.
Yeah, the buffs stack, but the visuals go away.
Beast Clergyman. So, this is the Beast Covenant guy.
No, it's a different guy.
I guess the other one's Grail. Oh, no, no, no. Don't lag. Bad.
Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
don't worry about it. We're good. Thank you.
If you hide behind pillars, he doesn't really hit you because he just kind of smacks at the pillar.
Oh. He phase.
This boss is really cool. I love this boss.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
The lore of this guy is super cool as well.
Is he like, so he has the same ability and he's very similar to the Black Assassins. Does he have anything to do with them?
Yes.
Oh.
After this boss fight, I will go into the lore.
'Cause yeah, he does the same, like his sword does the same effect, like the red flame.
Yep.
As the Black Assassins. And he's literally called the Black Blade, so.
What a beast.
Literally.
I'm so funny.
His piece looks like the Nameless King.
Yeah. Looks kind of like Radagon's as well.
Oh. Have you already done Melania?
I didn't kill her, no. I'm at her, though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you did look at it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that spell.
Yep. And he, like, lowers your max HP.
Yeah, that's the red flame effect. Same as the Black Assassins.
I knew it had the HP burn.
Yeah, it lowers your max and does.
It's like the jailers from Dark Souls 3.
Yeah. Oh my. If you have Black Assassin or Black Knife Assassin Tick or Titch or whatever as a summon, he'll do that with his effect to lower
Yeah.
their HP.
I do.
Which is cool.
I use them all the time.
Hey.
Well, he's messing me up. Yeah.
He's hard.
You got a lot of HP with co-op.
Yeah. And I have like no HP because I'm leveled down.
Yeah.
Sad. What level are you?
Over 200.
Why do I lose health? I'm a lower level than you.
174, actually. I thought I was already over 200.
Oh.
200.
That's why I'm 193.
You also don't get your rune arc when you're...
I don't even have one equipped this run through. I ran straight for everything. I didn't go to any of the towers.
Man's a fast boy.
Mm-hmm. And he hits fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna want help with Melania?
I kind of want to do her solo.
Okay.
Just
Probably
for the
easier
clout.
True.
And she'll have so much more HP and damage, in co-op as well.
Yeah. They,
But, you know.
I don't know. Compared to other Dark Souls games, I feel like they overtune the bosses in multiplayer, because they feel like way harder when you summon even one person.
It's a big percentage increase on their damage for sure.
And their health.
Yeah.
Because like even in Dark Souls, it did not feel this big.
I think it has to just do with the way the scaling in the game works.
It could be. Did you die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he wombo comboed me. He does the same thing that the Black Knife Assassins do, where they do like the jump into the air and they slam down and all the blades of black flame go everywhere.
Yeah, I did that on him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so
it's
this is
so hard to dodge.
yeah, if you do it like I can do it on bosses and it does the same effect as his does, or I'll do it on anyone and it does it.
Does the HP burn? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good on the end boss. I found, like the very last boss.
Mm-hmm.
I was having a hard time with it, and then I just kept using that, and it did a shit ton of damage. And I was like, oh, okay. Hold on, I have one more. Okay. Invaded. Oh, too bad.
Okay, now the real fight starts.
Oh.
Yeah, that
I get
attack.
it. Ow. What?
You died again.
Alright. I noticed. He like swung around the pillar and did like the attack that swung around it, and I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, even New Game Plus, Malekith did less damage than yours does, which is kind of dumb.
Yeah, he womboed me.
Wound.
Yeah. I could definitely get it solo. He just has too much health and too much damage. When he's co-op, then you're dead.
You're really fast.
Mm-hmm. If you stay really close to him, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I have another 89 of these finger jams.
Damn.
Down to 19 rune arcs, though.
I have 22 rune arcs. I don't ever use them though.
I usually don't. But I like to, for bosses, throw it on, because I'm using Radagon's, and it gives a crap ton, because I have 60 health, or 60 vigor.
Yeah.
The percentage it gives is like a ton. So I have
Yeah.
2,261 HP, 280 FP.
I think I was using Radagon's in my first playthrough by the end because I have 50 vigor, and it gave me a shit ton of health. Is Radagon's the one that just gives you health?
Health, FP, and stamina.
Oh, okay, then I was using someone else's. I was using the one that just gives you health, and it gave me a fuck ton of health.
Let's see. Great runes. Rygards seems interesting, but not good for bosses. Morgoth's Great Rune greatly raises maximum HP.
Yeah, which ones are cards?
Rykard's restores HP upon defeating enemies.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Moog's is really cool.
Yeah, the makes your phantoms better.
Yeah, the buff. And they get even better if they do bleed damage, or if you do bleed damage in the vicinity. It makes them stronger.
Mm-hmm. It's a weird one. Did you put your sign down?
I did.
It not show.
Did you jam your fingers?
I did.
Oh.
You put it by the summoning pool, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Dark Souls or Elden Ring.
Miyazaki. So I've realized, I guess I realized that achievements-wise, Elden Ring is the easiest out of all of the FromSoft games I've played, by far.
Yeah, they limited a
the
lot of the
achievements are a
stuff from
joke.
having to get everything to having to get all of the legendary ones.
Which there's like 6 of each, barely.
Yeah, it's
super
way
easy.
easier.
Yeah. And then the game I thought was also a lot easier. Oh, boy, was I wrong.
Elden Ring's one of the more difficult ones. I think.
It depends on how you play it, honestly. I find that there's like certain parts that are okay, sorry. The beginning of the game is way easier than any Souls game. But then once you get into the game, it's a huge curve, which I like.
So the way they did scaling is very strange for this. With weapons being able to go to plus 25 and just like the way the health and damage of enemies scales into the later the game goes. Oh, finally your sign. It's I find it very strange that you can't. Oh, my game might be crashing.
Oh, mine does that too. It's fun.
Yeah, I think so. But basically, when Marika became queen, she took the Rune of Death out of the Elden Ring, making her Marika the Eternal, and why she became so famous and all that jazz. It's because she took the Rune of Death out of the Elden Ring, and she put it into Malekith.
Yeah, the thing on his hand.
Yeah. So he commands the Rune of Death, and he's loyal to her forever. Without question. Because just like Blythe to Ronnie, he's loyal to her forever. So, yeah.
Okay.
Ronnie made like an imprint of the Rune of Death and used it to make the thingies, the Black Blades. Yeah.
Or Black Blade Assassins.
And they're the ones who killed Godwin.
Yeah. Off out of you.
Okay, now the fun part. Try not to die. Oh, Scarlet Rock. Good idea.
Ow. That's fun.
He does so much damage.
Yeah. Because he reduces your maximum health, so then you can't take any fucking hits. It's great. So when I did my first playthrough of the game, I summoned the Mimic, I think, and then I got him to do aggro, and then I did the Common Azula thing. But I
Mhm.
waited till his second form before I used the flask.
Hmm.
Because the first form's really easy to deal with.
Yep.
And he did the way that I got him so that he didn't jump around so I could hit him, is I waited till he did the slashy thing where he punches into the ground and then does all the slashes around him.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit him with it because he's on the ground for a bit there.
See, I have
So if
no
you want to try
problems.
that.
Yeah, I have no problems melting him like that. He just has like way more HP and magic resistance.
Yeah, that's true.
So it deals with like no damage to him. I'll try though, yeah. I can't. Craft up more of these perfumes. I'm using the uplifting aromatic, by the way. Ooh, we got invaded. Wanna just go?
Yeah, you can go. You can go.
I was waiting to get the buff.
Oh. Alright.
Oh,
What the fuck hit me?
I have no idea. I staggered him though.
Alright, I guess he'll just avoid it. Can you attack or something? Oh, I hate that one. Ow, ow, ow. I'll try to avoid you. Apparently he won't though.
I died to the burn
Does it
effect.
not hit me?
Well, it's like, he's fighting you, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine, let's cast a spell. And then he does his combo at me instead, he just changes targets.
Yeah, I've noticed that the targeting AI for bosses in this game is way worse than in the Souls games. Like, it's super hard to predict.
It's super bad in the old Souls games as well, but the AI is just a
Mm.
lot smarter in this game and more reactive.
In the Souls games, it's super easy to predict who it's going after.
Yeah,
I don't know why
they're
you
really
guys have
slow.
people that
The AIs are just like super slow, and the AIs are a
Yeah.
lot faster in Elden Ring. So
Yeah, and a lot of the enemies are faster in this. I was replaying Dark
Oh,
Souls 1
yeah.
the other day.
It's so slow.
God, the enemies were like all the same speed. In this game, they're all like, they're super fast.
but the enemies mix up their attacks in this game, and it's the
I
worst.
hate it.
Because
Yeah.
like I'm super used to like Bloodborne and Sekiro. I'm fine with it being really fast paced like that. That's no problem. But then they do like this super quick combo and then hold their weapon for 8 years before they swing it at you.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's giving us bonus attack and a bubble shield, by the way.
Yeah, the first one that I do is basically like, oh, nice. is basically like what's it called? The one from Dark Souls 2 that you get from
Is it the Erd Tree's protection or whatever? Protection of the Erd Tree.
So. What's that boss's name? The one with the hammer in Dark Souls 2.
Velstadt.
Velstadt, that's it. The one you get from killing him.
Yep.
Nice.
Like, that crit just did over 1,500 damage.
Poison. Oh no, I'm lagging. Ah!
There we go. Remembrance of the Black Blade. Let's go.
I love this weapon art. Yay! Now we get to do the last 2, 3 bosses. Oh wait, are you doing Melania first?
Yep. Yeah, I want to do Melania before I finish the game.
All right. Well, I can't help you there, so enjoy. I don't have the Erd Tree unlocked in this run. It'll take me forever to
Tree?
get it. Sorry, the Halleck Tree.
Yeah, it's a lot of running around you have to do.
Yeah, plus then I have to go through the entire area.
Yeah.
The rune of death is unbound.
Well, let me know when you're done with Melania, and then we can do the other 2 bosses.
Between us shrouded.
Yeah, Ratagan and the Elden Beast, right?
Dark flame.
And there's one more.
Okay.
But the flames.
Ratagan's pretty easy. So it's the same thing, like, you do them back to back, kind of like Nishandra and Alduin? Alduin? How's his name?
Farewell.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
Hold on, cutscene, tree burning.
Oh, okay.
You'll be Elden Lord yet.
I will be Elden Lord.
Got that right, bitch.
Okay, cutscene done. Yeah, so Ratagan and Elden Beast I know are back to back. You fight them both. I believe if you die on the Elden Beast, you have to fight Ratagan again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Elden Beast
Isn't
is phase
that
2.
the same? Isn't that the same with Nishandra and Aldia?
Nope.
Or if you kill Nishandra, she's just dead.
In fact, if you kill Nishandra and you can homeward bone out of the Aldia fight and come back and fight him later if you want.
Oh yeah, I forgot homeward bones were a thing.
Yeah, not in Elden Ring.
No, that's one thing. Oh, I missed those.
I'm in a desert. Hello, Ringed City?
Yeah. Oh, there's an area in this game that have you been to Subterranean Depths? Yeah, obviously. You've been to the Three Fingers. You remember that part Just before you get to that area where you have to like drop down in the big like chasm with the stairs.
Big chasm with the stairs. Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yep.
yeah, that
With all the
reminded me of
merchants.
the merchants.
Yeah, that's what they are. Those are the
Oh, I
wandering
didn't realize.
merchants.
Oh, all of the ones that are crazy in the down.
And
Oh,
all of the
that
bodies filling all the hallways? Yeah. That's
okay,
why
that
all
makes
of the
sense.
merchants, if
Why
you fight the merchants, they use frenzied flame attacks on you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never fought one of them.
Neither have I, but I've
Um,
seen people do it.
oh. But didn't that part just before there where you have to drop down the stairs, it was exactly like the Ring City DLC where you, after you fight the dragon, that like area. It was so similar. It was a lot smaller, obviously, but bro.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah. What do you think about the dungeons where there would be like 4 duplicates of the exact
Yeah.
same layout and you wouldn't know which one you're in? Or
It
like
was-
did
it
you get
was-
to the one with the all of the invisible pathways?
No.
Oh, you didn't. Okay, one of the crypts, it's the one in right before the consecrated snowfield when you're going to the Halig tree. One of the crypts in that area. I forget exactly which one it is, but there's like the way through, but then there's a drop down you can do, and there's a whole bunch of invisible platforming.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No.
Super cool area. Where the fuck am I? Leondell? Well, am I in Leondell and it's like burned to the ground?
Yeah, it resets the area.
Okay, so I can still go to the bottom. Hold on, didn't I pick up another seedbed curse? Did I already give that to him? I think I already gave it to him. To the Dung Eater.
Oh, I haven't done the Dung Eater thing yet.
So Leondell's fucked, okay.
Yeah, we kind of burnt the tree down.
So I take it I'm gonna have to walk back up. Yeah, I am, okay.
Well, it's not that far, but it's good. Oh, are you going to do that or Melania?
I was gonna do
Because
this
there's
first,
another
I
boss
guess.
before.
Okay.
There's another boss before the other like main bosses. Do you want me to come help with that one?
Sure.
It's a really easy boss. Okay, hold on. I have to boot the game up again. Yeah, I think after I do my run through where I do the normal ending, I'm probably gonna be done with the game
For a while?
Yeah, unless people
Yeah.
want like help with it, then I
Seem
might,
ready to make it.
or just play with friends. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've done basically everything that I want to do in the game. It's really fun. I have 127 hours, which is a good amount of time for one game.
Yes.
I think the only game that I have more hours in is Dark Souls 2, and I think I have like over 200 hours in that game. But that's only on PC.
Yeah.
I want to get the like Dark Souls remastered and 100% that on PC, but the Dark Souls servers are down, so I don't really want to get it, because then half the game is just gone.
So I want to get Dark Souls remastered because there's a mod
Google.
coming out called.
Turn on my phone now. Called.
There's a mod coming out called Nightfall that is a fan-made sequel to Dark Souls 1, and it adds a metric butt ton of content to the game.
Okay.
And it had a beta release of just doing like the very beginnings of the mod, showing it off. And it's done a couple of those now. But the full version of it will be coming out soon, TM. So I want to do.
When you get to the top of the stairs, just wait there.
Okay. I'm assuming it'll transfer into a boss fight without having to go through a fog wall.
Yeah, it's in the same room you fought Godric in the golden version.
Yeah, because it's going to be Godric, so.
No.
It is. He just has a different name, but it is Godric.
No, not in that room.
No, it's after that room?
Yeah, you eventually do fight Godric, but it's not in that room.
Yeah. You refight Godric, and it's his actual name, because it was changed to Godric when he
Became Elden Lord.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Same with I'm just like wandering around here. I don't even know where I'm going.
Okay. My
Um,
sign is at the top of the stairs whenever you get there. You're saying?
I know that he has a stand.
Yeah, he does. It's so funny. I didn't notice it until like the second time I fought him, and I was like, oh, he's a stand user now. Okay.
Yep.
And then he, like, in his second form, he gets rid of his stand. He's like, haha, sorry, and then gets rid of it, and then just goes berserk.
Goes
Kinda
back to
funny.
using Hammond.
Yeah, literally. And that's when his name changes. He's still Godric the first time you fight him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is probably my favorite armor so far.
Really?
The only armor that I like more than this is the Llewellyn set, to be honest. And even then, this one's a close second.
I am at the stairs now.
Okay, my sign is just before the archway into the room.
Okay. Let me eat some finger... Oh no, I already had finger jam, and I nullified it.
Oop.
I eat some finger jam. Oh no, I'm at the elevator.
I'll go up the elevator.
Okay.
And then go up the set of stairs, and you should see my sign right at the top.
Oakley dokley.
Oakley dokley. Who's your favorite boss in this game so far?
Oh, that's a tough one. I really like a lot of the bosses.
Same.
So, favorite boss. Man, that's not an easy one. I really, really like the Margit fight at the beginning of the game. I think he's a fantastic, difficult first major boss. Even though it's a gimmick fight, I really like Renala.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Gideon.
Yeah. That surprised the shit out of me at first. I was like, there's an invader, please hurry up.
I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for us, that we continue.
I'm going to die. Yeah, this surprised the shit out of me when I first fought him, or came here, I guess. Careful, the spell he has on him right now is Karmic Justice. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really easy fight if you're up in his face.
Not even you. A man cannot kill a god.
Bet. Oh, his helmet looks so good.
Doesn't it? His staff's really interesting.
You know what his helmet looks like? It looks like the helmet of the Wraith King from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it's because it hides the whole face with that like ominous, like kind of Grim Reaper look. Grim Reaper look.
Guess I should probably rest at that grace, not just light it.
Yeah. I mean, there's another grace up ahead, but did you want to kill Godric and then go do Melania, or do you want to do Melania first?
Well, after we kill Godric, I still have to go kill Ratagan and the Elden Beast for the last boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do Godric first.
Okay.
Or Godwyn, rather.
No, it's Godric.
Godric is the first boss of the game.
Godwyn is the first boss.
You're getting them backwards.
Ah. I'm not.
You are. Godric is the first boss. Godwyn was the one who died. Okay. I'm assuming he'll be in the throne room where we fought King Morgott.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my sign up there.
Okay.
I really like this boss arena though. It's a lot like most of the end game boss arenas for like the Souls games anyway were really like dark and annoying and damp. This one's very light. I enjoy that.
There's Erdtree Heal.
Oh, sorry, Godfrey, not Godric.
We were both wrong. Godric is the first one. Godwyn is the one who died. Godfrey is the one we're about to fight.
Yeah.
Ooh, who can I summon for this? Oh, this guy. I thought he's dead, though.
Who?
I got his armor. The guy with the
Who?
metal bell helmet.
Metal Bell? What's the name?
I can't look at his name right now because I'm summoning you.
Oh. Metal Bell helmet.
His sign disappeared. The guy who helps you fight the invader who has Reduvia.
Oh, him, yeah. It's probably because you're doing the frenzied end right now. Hold on. You can go. I don't have any more AoE buffs.
Cutscene.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long while.
Sky.
We see a painting of this guy in the Stormvale Castle.
Sure. Oh,
We
is that
do?
the really big one
Yeah.
behind the crab dude?
The Scion, yeah, the Grafted Scion.
Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned.
Cool axe, bro.
To be granted audience once more.
He reminds me of some, like, king or dad from a TV show or movie or something, but I can't really...
He has real dad energy, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Oh, the music for the last two bosses, though? Oh! Oh, deal. Please stop.
Oh ho ho, Jotaro. Oh my god, he has so much hit points. Not many, much.
Okay. Okay. You get it. You don't like it. Stop with your 9,000 hit combos. I'm just trying to poison you.
I couldn't see anything.
Oh, because of my...
Yeah, and then he
Sorry.
he did the same thing that Godric does with like the ground slams. So there was like I couldn't see the floor because of all the fucking shit going around, and then I couldn't see the him because of the Scarlet Rock cloud.
Oops.
Then he gave
I
me
mean,
the good old 1-2.
I poisoned. Yeah, you mean the 1297?
Yup.
That's another thing. In this game, there are so many bosses that have incredibly long chain combos. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the Fume Knight was the longest chain combo that I remember. It took so much stamina for his one hit.
I
think
used
when
to
he is in
think.
his first stance. Oh.
Yeah, I used to think that he was like so hard, Fume Knight, and
I mean, he is.
my
until you know how to
last
fight him.
my last playthrough, I went back and fought him again, and I was like, man. Oh, this is Shabriri.
Oh, the chick that...
Nope, his name is Shabriri, and he has the same outfit.
So Shabriri, so yes, did you talk to him in the Mountaintop of the Giants?
I told you, remember, I got there and then he was dead.
Oh, right. So Shabriri is the one that, I guess, the way he explained it when I went up there is he took over his body, and he is like an agent of chaos, basically. So he kind of like, is like, hey, instead of burning the chick, how would you burn yourself, kid? And then he like, I guess is the one that tells you where the three fingers are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hence the Shabriri's Woe and the Shabriri grapes, etc.
Yeah.
I didn't drink it.
He's out of range.
Yeah.
Oh, good, he's poisoned.
He's not poisoned, he's Scarlet Rotted.
Sorry. Poison in this game is a joke. Ow.
That attack. Yeah, poison sucks compared to Scarlet Rot.
Poison sucks in general. It's kind of like Dark Souls 1. Poison was still annoying as shit in Dark Souls 1. But Toxic? Oh.
Meanwhile, Dark Souls 2, there is no Toxic, there's just poison. And it's insane.
Well, you can negate it with one item that you can buy plenty of.
Yeah, but for PvP, it's still very annoying. His stomp is like the entire arena.
If you jump, you can avoid it. But
that's what I figured.
Not that annoying. Especially if you're not like right inside of him, because you can't really see when it's coming if you're far away.
He does it very quick.
Yeah. It's really noticeable when you're in front of him, but not when you're far away.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Siraj.
That was his beast companion.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of, Marika had Malekith, Ronnie had Blythe. He had, I guess, Siraj.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye, stand.
Dandelskai?
I've
Hamund.
given thee courtesy enough.
That was you giving me courtesy? Oh no. He's so ripped.
Mm-hmm. Daddy? Sorry, I mean daddy? I mean daddy? Hammond, you're right.
Beasts all over the shop.
Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
That's his real name before he married.
America.
Okay, calm down.
Where are you hitting? Oh no. Oh. Oh, hello.
Thanks, I didn't want to see anything anyways.
No problem. All me.
Thy strength befits same crown.
Oh, I didn't use my flask. Oops.
Whoa, we got some remembrances.
Yes, sir. Remember. What was it?
5th of September.
Oh, 5th of September. I'm gonna say 4th of November. Oops. I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
Well, I was thinking, do you remember
Oh,
the
no.
21st night of September? Earth, Wind, and Fire? No? Okay.
Yeah, I know the song, but I was thinking of...
It's the 5th. It's the 5th of November, I believe,
oh.
from V for
V for
Vendetta.
Vendetta. Okay, so I was close. I was
Um,
like a day off.
Okay, all I have left to do in this game now is the final boss and Melania.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure which of these bonfires is Melania's boss room.
What the heck?
Not this one. Is it Halig Tree Roots?
I do
Let's
not
find
remember.
out. It was a cool ass
Cool.
area though, the Halig Tree, eh?
Yeah.
The branches.
Really fucking annoying.
Yeah, so I used oh, what's the name of the sorcery? I used a sorcery that makes you invisible.
Oh, yeah.
And it made the big guys not target you from afar.
Oh, so they don't just spam their fucking...
Yeah, and like fucking one-shot you. Yeah. So I used that
Yeah.
spell and it made it way easier. It was a fun area. I died a lot.
Yeah, it's probably by far the hardest area in the game for me.
I'm terrible at platforming, and there's a lot of really weird platforming bits. But once you are done the branch part and you're into like the city, like going up to Loretta, I like that area a lot. And then all of the like the base of the tree after Loretta, I love that entire area. It's so cool.
Everything up to Loretta, I didn't really like. It was kind of annoying and gross because I don't like ants. And Loretta, I liked because I think Loretta is probably one of my favorite bosses. Just the like.
The rematch with the real Loretta was cool.
Yeah, her spells are sick. And then after Loretta, the castle part
Mm-hmm.
at the base of the tree, by far the hardest area for me in the game. I
Really?
hated that area. I got one shot by like everything. Oh, actually, that's a lie. The soldiers were fine. It was those dumb knights that look like Melania with the spears and
Oh yeah, yeah. The
the
the rotted knights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
yeah,
the ones you're
those.
talking about.
Oh, fuck those. And then when
Yeah.
you go down to the very bottom area, that like basin, there's four of those dumb, like grafted things with a bajillion hands. I hate those enemies. They are the hardest
Yeah.
enemy for me to fight in this stupid
Yeah.
game, and they. Ugh.
Yeah.
So that
Those
sucks.
scions at the bottom, they killed me a ton.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
I
I had
ignored
to.
them and just grabbed the items and ran through.
I did that as
The
well.
rotted knights fighting multiple at a time was like impossible. I hated that. But if you could draw them out
Mm,
one at a time, it wasn't so bad. Um,
yeah.
the Dark Moon Greatsword, especially if you buff it and do the charged R2s or even just regular R2s, the range and damage on it is just so fucking like the range is really short, but it's still like an R2, so it staggers.
Yeah.
It's
You
incredibly
have to
good.
charge it too. Yeah, I was still doing my sorcery build with that sword, going through it, and it sucked. I ended up just running around. So when you get to, you know where the like two banished knights and then the one what the hell is it called? The tree avatar is
Or Travatar,
like
yeah.
into the next section with all the like
Ballistas?
rot and everything. Yeah. So after those ballistas, you can skip that entire like section if you go to the right with the ballistas on the upper level and then go up the like one ballast thing and then jump. You can go above everything. I did that because I was like, fuck fighting all that shit. And then
Yeah.
after that, I was fine. Like
Uh,
the bugs aren't really an issue,
I did
but
that
everything else
too,
was.
and then I still killed the Erdtree, the second Erdtree avatar that was like by the ballistas.
Yeah.
I just drew him into the hallway behind,
Yeah.
where the Grace was, and I fought him like that without all the other enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Remembrance of Horalu, you can get the Axe of Godfrey, or you can get his Ash of War. Grants an armament, the heavy affinity, and the following skill. Slam both hands onto the ground to violently shake the earth and unleash a shockwave. Follow up with additional input to slam the ground again. So the same kind of thing that's on Godric's axe, but probably a better version of it.
Probably, yeah.
I will take the Ash of War. Do I want Dragon King's Cragblade or Placido's Ruin? Piercing Gravelstone Sword containing Primeval Lightning, a portion of Dragon Lord's power gained from a remembrance. This weapon commands great power over the paltry mortal dragons of today. Thundercloud form. Temporarily transform into a red thundercloud and fly through the air, then plunge down with a lightning-infused blade. Hold to increase the reach of the thundercloud form.
Are those the Dragon Lord's remembrances?
Yeah, Dragon Lord of the Dragon Lord Placid.
Yeah.
Placido. Placidusax.
Placidusax.
Power gleaned from remembrance of the Dragon Lord Placidusax. Transforms caster into the Dragon Lord to spew golden breath from above. Can be cast while jumping. These are the dying wails of the Dragon Lord who once dwelled eternally beyond time. I'm going to take that instead of the weapon because I'm curious. Elden Lord set, Malakath's set. Let's grab both of these.
Malakath said, oh.
I need to pop some runes. I think that's all of the boss armors now. Other than I'm sure I can get Melania's. It said the maidens had items. I'm assuming that this boy won't be here. Bye-bye, Gideon. So, what can we buy now? I can buy all the way up to Somber Nines. Ooh, a new spell in here. Lord's Divine Fortification. Greatly increase holy damage negation, including allies.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, Lord's Divine Fortification. Fuel. I'm thinking I want to grab a shield to fight Melania with Barricade Shield.
I tried using a shield, especially against her like really dumb attack that is like impossible to dodge. She eats your stamina so quickly.
Well, that's why I said with Barricade Shield.
Yeah, I could try that with the talisman as well and see if that works. Otherwise, when you see her jump in the air, if you just run away, you can dodge her first set of attacks, and then she'll do another slash at you. And then if you roll into her, you can evade the next set of attacks. But you have to, the timing is really precise, otherwise you're kind of fucked.
Let's see. I should have Barricade Shield. Yeah, with Barricade Shield, I'm thinking it'll be okay. I want to test it. I think with Barricade Shield, if I block, it might even stagger her.
Maybe. I don't, what is Barricade Shield?
It is a Ash of War for shields, and it's like you activate it and it puts like a buff on your shield, and it makes it so that basically everything bounces off your shield when you block. Even
that's pretty cool.
even like the giants, when they attack you, they bounce off your shield.
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea then.
So it might work. We'll see.
So another thing is that that attack is pretty pronounced. So she jumps in the air and looks like she's charging. While she's charging, if you hit her with a heavy attack from the Darkening Blade, it'll knock her out of it. With like the ranged one. But you have to basically be like charging the attack before she does the jump. Or like as she's jumping, it's really finicky.
I'm dead.
Huh?
She killed me already.
I didn't even know you were fighting her yet.
Yeah.
Did she do the jumpy thing?
No, she didn't even get a chance.
Oh, nice.
She doesn't bounce off the shield, so I'm not gonna bother.
She doesn't?
She does not bounce off the shield.
Damn. So, the boss is by far the hardest in the game, IMO, but her reward is insane. You get so many runes for her.
I know she has 2 phases as well.
Her second fate is so cool. Oh. Bitch to fight, but really cool.
She does so much damage, dude.
Mm-hmm. well, I'm gonna go play a game of League. When you're eventually done, let me know, and then I'll come back if I
Okay.
win my game. Okay, well, best of luck. Have fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
I don't know, guys. She's kind of nuts. The healing is, like, insane. I have a feeling I'm going to hear that a lot. I've seen a lot of memes about that. I think Tisha's fine. I think the HP burn that he does is just super good. Bro, that combo. I don't know how to dodge it. Okay, instead of Comet Azure, I think maybe I just go for a Glintstone Comet Shard spam. purposely leaves you there on the death scene, like waiting for you died to pop up so she can say that too. Too far away. Really? I don't know how to dodge that attack. It's too many hits. Too fast. You have to, like, roll into her? Like, past her? I don't know. It's basically just like RNG. If she gets that attack off, I'm fucked. The rest of her attacks aren't too bad, but that one is like... Do I have to, like, unlock and then roll forward a whole bunch? Like, I don't understand how to dodge that attack. Like I said, it's like, if she does that attack, I just die. Like, every other attack in her moveset, like, maybe gets me every once in a while, but it's that attack right there that just, like, how the fuck do you dodge that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do there. And this is only phase 1, for fuck's sake. Can't riposte her either, which is insane. Yeah, there's no riposting her. She just heals so much. Do they really have to make her heal on her hits? Like, this fight wouldn't be so bad if she didn't heal every time she dealt damage. You did see me swap over to the tower charm to reduce the physical damage, because it seems like she's dealing a lot of physical, so... And it seems like she deals percentage-based healing. So, like, percentage of the damage she deals, she gains back. Because when she hits me, she heals way more than when she hits Tish. What? Why did she heal there? Okay, phase 1 down for the first time. Let's see phase 2.
Wait. The scarlet bloom flowers once more.
Great.
You will witness true horror. Now, rot.
Bro, what was that attack?
Scarlet rot.
Fantastic boss? Her healing is the dumbest mechanic I've ever seen for a FromSoft boss. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, she's supposed to be all about Scarlet Rot, but why the fuck is she healing? Like, this might be a come back and try this tomorrow kind of boss, you know? And I'm dead. Man. Yeah, it's gonna take some time of practicing this boss. So this won't be getting done tonight, that's for sure. Not without a fluke. I need to really practice our moveset, so maybe I'll do some practicing like off camera. But I kind of don't want to. I don't want to skip out on recordings and then have to not kill her if I get really close and I'm not recording, you know? So maybe what I'll do is, if I'm having a really good fight, then I'll record it. Like I'll start recording in the second phase, we'll see. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. She's a tough one. She isn't considered the hardest boss in this game for nothing. All we have after this is Ratagan and the Elden Beast, so only 2 bosses left, basically. Since Ratagan and the Elden Beast are basically one boss, just 2 phases. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, consider subscribing. I'll catch you on the next one.